Chris and Orisiada, okay. So we'll be starting in about 3 or 4 minutes, all being well. Please remember that this is a workshop, so I'll be asking you to do things. Let me also say that we have, these events, they take place once every 2 weeks. And I think the next one is going to be on emotion and how we can use emotions in the classroom. If you think these webinars are useful, please feel free to share the links and announcements. Good morning, and Sophia. Please feel free to share these announcements with other colleagues, friends who would like to join us. Priya Tool.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kate. And we'll also be running some mini courses. The first one in psychology and ELT. So if you go on my Facebook wall, you can find an announcement there. And we're also hoping to run a mini course on technology as well. And we're going to announce this later. Hello, Vasilis, another lucky person for Patra. Oh, and Peggy from Nafplio. Hello, Peggy, Miss Peggy. Okay, so we'll be starting in a couple of minutes. Hello, Kiriaki. Zervaki. Glad to see you here. Now, what's this? Zervaki, I seem to remember ages ago there was a major in the army. His name was Zervakis. Not related to him by any chance, are you? He's a great guy. No, okay, just checking. Well, the link, you can, if you go on my Facebook wall, you can find the announcement there. Hello, Hara. Just scroll down, you'll find the announcement there. We hope to run this technology. Hello, everyone. Yes. This is a good question. Why not LinkedIn? Try LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn. Okay. Good morning, Joanna. Hello, Rusetia. Okay, we'll be starting in a minute or so. So I'm going to mute you all so there's no background noise. But you can please feel free to share comments on chat, and I'll be asking you to take part. Lucky Philip. Near up to. Okay. Hello, Olympia. Not now, but I might do it at the end. Okay. Or you can just listen. At the end, I'm going to show you my email. You can send me an email and I'll send it to you. Oh, lucky Vasilis, who lives in Hania. You know that I come from Hania, Vasilis. Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, let's get started because I don't want to keep you here for more than 60 minutes max. I think it should take about 55 minutes. So let's go. All right, let's see what the chat is. Okay, so hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Now, my name is Nick, and as I think I've told you in the past, I sometimes like to involve myself in cooking. But the thing is, I'm not a very good cook, so I tend to use cookery books. But there is a problem. The problem is that I read recipes the same way I read science fiction. So yeah, I go through the recipe, I read the text, I get to the end and I tell myself, yeah, that's not going to happen. Now, what does all this have to do with ELT? Well, this is exactly the same feeling that I get when I sometimes attend presentations by some of our gurus, some of the big names, in ELT, and they present those wonderful activities and fantastic lesson plans. And I sit there listening to them and thinking to myself, this is never going to happen in a real life classroom. What are you talking about? Why am I telling you all this? Because I want to stress that this is not the case with the activities I'm going to present today. The activities I'm going to show you today certainly do work. How do I know? I know because I've used them with my students. And I hope they're going to work for you as well. So let's see what we'll be looking at. Today, we want to look at how we can use AI to help our students do better in the NOCN exams, but not just in the NOCN exams. We want to see how we can help our students do better in any exam, or indeed how they can develop their English. Good morning, everyone. I can't be looking at the chat all the time. So we want to look at how we can help our students with the 4 skills, speaking, listening, reading, writing, and with vocabulary as well. So let's get started. First of all, where can I find the material? Listening material, reading material for people preparing students for the NOCN exams. As you know, there's this fantastic, amazing site. What's great about it, I've told you about this before. The great thing is, first of all, get the real tests, no mock tests, the real stuff. You can download everything. Look, here we have the booklets for listening, reading, writing, and for speaking. We have the answer sheets. And very importantly, we also have the recordings here. And we also have the transcripts. And you can see how useful these are. Another great thing is that the booklets are PDFs, which means you can copy and paste the text. And you'll see how why this is useful in a minute. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I don't have the time to say hi to everyone. Okay. So let's start with listening. So you go to the transcript, you have this transcript here, this activity about an old lady who wants to sell her house. Now, remember I told you this is a workshop, so I'll be asking you to do things. So here are 5 questions. Please make a note of the questions, right? There are 5 questions and they all have to do with numbers. How long has Nancy lived in the house? Years. How many bedrooms does the house have? Bedrooms. How much did the parents pay for the house? How much can somebody buy it for today? And how old is Nancy's son, John? Okay, we'll come to that. Now, before I go on any further, for your certificates, this is the link. Okay, grab the link now. So click on the link and you can get your certificate. I'll share it again at the end. So, years, bedrooms, money that the parents pay, money that somebody would have to pay today, and her son's age. Now, here's a question for you. What would the students prefer to do? Listen to a track or watch a video? What do you think? Feel free to type your response into the chat. A video. Duh, obviously. Video trumps audio any day. The question is, where can you find a video about this story? Well, you cannot. But what you can do is you can create a video. This is where AI is, why it's so fantastic. Now look at this, look at this. Okay. In video, right? You create a free account, free. You go there, you visit the InVideo site, you select a listening track from the NOCN site, you copy the text, you can do this because it's a PDF, copy the transcript of the track, paste the text into the InVideo box, and go make yourself some coffee because it takes 4 or 5 minutes to prepare. This is fantastic. The software will prepare and will generate a video automatically. You don't have to do anything. And you can save this video and use it again and again with the same track with another class, right? Let's see how this is done. Okay, let's go here. So you go to InVideo, you tell, I want you to create a video based on the following text. You have the text, copy, right? And then we go to here. This is InVideo AI. You just create a free account. You see the box? That's it. Paste here. Click generate a video. That's all you need to do. And the software will prepare a video for you. What does it look like? Well, we're not going to wait for 5 minutes, but I did this earlier, so I'm going to show you the video. Let's see if you can answer those questions. This is the text. Okay. And this is the video. Share sound. Okay. I hope you can hear it. The sound is a bit low, but you should be able to hear it. Let's go.
I'm sure you've heard the news. Nancy Gifford, a spry 104-year-old from Somerset, just sold her home after 102 years. Nancy moved into her cozy 3-bedroom home at the tender age of 2. She grew up there, raised her own kids there, and witnessed the world change in unimaginable ways. From the dark days of World War II to the magical moment of the moon landing, Nancy's house stood as a silent witness to history. Can you believe her parents bought it for just £200 in 1921? Now it's on the market for nearly £170,000. Nancy's son, John, now 79, fondly recalls his childhood in that house. We knew everyone in the neighborhood, he says. We were poor, but we were happy. After more than a century, the house still holds its old world charm with just a few modern touches, like a new bathroom. It's not just a house, it's a treasure trove of memories. So here's to Nancy and her incredible journey. A true testament to time and the enduring spirit of home. I'm sure you...
Amazing. Amazing or what? And all you have to do, lower the volume a bit. Okay. All you have to do is give it a prompt. Please create a video and paste the text. That's it. And you can save, you can download it and save it. Use it with your other classes. It is indeed great. All right, now let's see whether you're good students and whether you got all the answers. How long has Nancy lived in that house? Over to you. And very good, very good, good. How many bedrooms does it have? Yep, well done, Miss Peggy. Good. Come on, I want everybody to put it. There's 110 of you here. I want great audience participation. Good. How much did your parents pay for the house? Yeah. And how much does it cost now? Yeah. So, okay. People seem to disagree about it. Okay. 170,000. Yeah. Try buying a flat here in Athens and see what happens. Anyway. And how old is Nancy's son? 79. Very good. Well done, everyone. Okay. I'm sure your students are going to love this. So you have the images and you have the background music, and you will notice also that the text is not exactly the same as the text we gave it. You can actually tell InVideo to keep the text exactly the same. But what it did is use this as a basis for this video. Amazing. All right, so that's one thing we can do, which is so much more interesting than just having students listening to an audio track. Now let's move on now to vocabulary. What is the problem with vocabulary? Well, let's say you've done a text with your students and you want to exploit the vocabulary. You want to students to benefit from the language in the text. This is your text. This is a great text, again, from a B2 NOCN exam. And it's about the smallest mouse in the world. Okay. The Pacific pocket mouse. Now, it's a very interesting text. Imagine now you are a learner and you would like to benefit from the language in the text, what words or phrases would you focus on? Please feel free to type some words and phrases into the text box. For example, endangered species. Very good. Whole phrase. Anything else? Come on. Yep, very good. Word. Eliana, nice to see you here. Okay. Good to see you here. Come on. Loss of habitat loss. Yeah, it's a good idea to keep phrases. That's what you tell your conservation program. Excellent. Excellent. Anything else? Good to see you. That's not in the text. Okay. And extinction, natural ecosystems. Very good. Natural, excellent. So yeah, these are exactly the words that I just to highlight here: endangered species, ecosystems, populations, loss of habitat, etc. What do all these words have to do with? All these words and phrases? They have to do with, over to you, nature, environment, and conservation, the protection of the environment. So how can we use AI to help our students learn this vocabulary better? Not just this vocabulary. Well, we can use a combination of ChatGPT and Quizlet. Now, this is an idea. I have to give Caesar his due. I have to give credit to Russell Stannard. As you know, I'm sure you all know Russell Stannard. He produced these educational videos for teachers for how they can use technology in the classroom. So this is an activity I've pitched from Russell. Go to YouTube and check out his videos. Okay, Russell Stannard. So he has this idea for how we can use ChatGPT and Quizlet. So this is what you can do. 2 stages, right? First of all, you ask ChatGPT to generate relevant vocabulary, because you want students to use this text as a springboard to improve the vocabulary, the words and phrase they know about nature and the environment. And then you choose the right words. Not all of them are equally useful. And then you ask ChatGPT to produce a table. And on one column, you have the words you have chosen. And on the other column, you have sentences, because words are best learned in context. Gapped sentences, so students have to supply the missing word. And you can you copy this table and you paste it onto Quizlet. That's it. I'm sure you've all heard about Quizlet. Hopefully you all use Quizlet. It's one of the best tools for vocabulary learning. You click import and you paste the table into the box. Let me show you how you can do this. It's very, very easy. The idea is to use AI to save us time and create interesting and useful activities. So let's go to our prompts. So you tell ChatGPT, hi Mia, I would like you to give me 30 words that have to do with the environment and the problems that wild animals face. It's a good idea to give ChatGPT examples: deforestation, species, etc. Specify the level, B2. Let's go to ChatGPT. Here it is. Okay. You click here, you paste your prompt. If you are interested in those prompts, you can send me an email and I can send you the slides at the end and the prompts. Okay, so you can do the same thing with your classes. So I would like you to give me 30 words, etc., etc. Ding, that's it. Okay, now here are 30 words. Now, if you look at them, that's why you're a teacher, right? You know which ones are the useful ones. Conservation, that is. Pollution, too easy. You should know this one. Overfishing, too easy. Drought, perhaps students don't know this one. Deforestation, habitat loss. Okay, some of them may be a bit too difficult, perhaps. Degradation, that's for high levels, perhaps. Okay, overexploitation, that's a good one. Good. So you choose some of these words, and then we want to produce the table. So let's go. We have another prompt. Now, I have chosen the words that I want to have in the Quizlet set. Here they are. So I tell ChatGPT, hi Mia, look at the words below. Please prepare a table with 2 columns. On one column, I want you to have these words, and on the second, I want you to have a sentence with this word missing, replaced by a gap. And you give it an example, right? I want this on the left and this on the right. Copy. And you go to ChatGPT again. ChatGPT, okay. And ChatGPT is going to produce the table that I asked it to. Let's go. Isn't this fantastic? Yeah, and I don't have to do anything. You can sit back and sip your coffee, smoke your cigarette if you happen to be a smoker or whatever. Very good. And now I want to take all these things and create my Quizlet set. Copy everything. Copy these things. Copy. Yeah. And then you go to Quizlet. Click Create New Flashcard Set. And you click where it says Import, because we're going to import these data. Paste. And here are the cards. You can see them. Okay. Import. Amazing. Create and practice. Term language, yes, okay. Choose language, English. Yes, okay. Create and practice. Let's enter a title, environment, and nature. Okay. Flashcards. And you click on the options, definition. Okay, here. Now, let's see how good you are. The destruction of the natural of many animals is one of the biggest threats to biodiversity. Over to you. Yes, very good. You saw that earlier, didn't you? Okay, next card. Many beep species require protection and special care to prevent them from disappearing. Very good. Damn, you're good. Okay, endangered. Next one. There are several global initiatives aimed at the beep of our planet's most threatened. Now, what about this one? Come on, come on. Oh, you're very good. Conservation. Another one. Pollution can severely disrupt the balance of a healthy what? Ecosystem. Excellent. We could do all of them, but we're not going to. Now, how long did it take us to prepare these cards? Like 2 minutes? You can do the same thing with all kinds of topics. You can focus on vocabulary that has to do with work, health, sports, or anything, education, you name it. Notice, by the way, what we've done here. We have a word, fantabulous, yeah. And you have the word in context, but you cannot see the word. So the students have to practice retrieval. Remember what we said in an earlier webinar. Retrieval is the queen of language strategies, language learning. Yeah? That's what we want to do. This is, for me, this is a fantastic sequence. It will take you like 3 minutes to prepare a set like this one. And again, you can save it the next time. You can show students how they can do the same thing themselves. All right, let's move on. How are we doing in terms of time? We need to hurry up now. So I'm certain we will have finished by 11:05 at the latest. Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Okay. So what about writing now? Yeah, we can use the practice after reading, absolutely. Let's say we have this an informal writing task, again from an NOCN exam. This one, write an email to your cousin asking them to come to your town summer festival. Tell them about the fun you had last year and persuade them to come. Now, as I've told you before, what sets NOCN apart is that we don't want to test our students' ability to generate ideas. Okay, this is a valid test. So we want to see how well they can write. So we give them the ideas, and here they are. Now imagine that I'm a student and want to practice for the exams on my own. So I look at this task and I decide to write an email. Again, okay. So I write the email, but then what? I need to take it to my teacher so I can get feedback, right? Yeah. And the problem is that the teacher is not always there. And the problem is that I may see my teacher a week later. And we all know that it's best if I get feedback instantly. So this is the email I have written. Let's read it. Okay. Hello, cousin George. How are you? My best cousin. I have to see you a long time ago. Yeah, and I'm not going to do it all like this. So I write this email for you to tell you about summer festival. First of all, you must come because it have very much funny. Last year, my brother, when he come, it enjoyed so much. It's so Greek, isn't it? Yeah. And when our family, we have to go, he do not want to leave. The festival will be start next week, and it have yes, and it is on Athens. The festival have very much games to play. It have wheel, oven pan. Now, oven pan might be a bit difficult for you to understand. It's actually what we call tapsi. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. In general, all things that one festival have. I'm very happy if you come with me, and I promise that you enjoy it. In addition, I want to tell you the expenses paid by us. Right back soon. Give lots of kisses to your sister, who's 17 now, and she's very hot. And anyway, she's just my third cousin, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, so you're teachers. What do you think of this email? By the way, at this point, I want to ask you, please take some screenshots. Please take some screenshots so you can send them to me afterwards. Okay, lots of mistakes. Okay. Think about it. What you want to help your student do better. What kind of feedback would you give them? It does it? Yeah. So what do you think about this? Well, the first thing I think, okay, very good. Well done, Helen. Okay, that's another thing about the NOCN. We think positive. So we want to look at what the student can do, not what they cannot do. So the first thing we notice is that it is relevant. The second thing we notice is that this person has covered all the points. Yeah. Yeah, mother tongue interference, clearly. Yeah. Incorrect language and syntax. The message, yeah, for the most part, we can understand what this person is saying. Now, how can this person improve? So the first thing I notice when I look at this image is that the paragraphing is problematic, right? Ideally, you want to tell your students one paragraph, one idea. What other things would you say? How would you try to help this student do better? Punctuation, yes, yeah. You might underline the points where, okay, tenses, right? Grammar and syntax. Very good point. Make shorter sentences. Long sentences are good because they show good command of language, but if your level is not high enough, it's best to go with short sentences. Paragraphs use linking word excellent. Now, what if I'm a student and I want to practice on my own? And Nick and Eliana and Olympia and Dora and Kyriakos, they're not there to help me. The answer is I can ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT can give me feedback. Let's see. Not only feedback tailored to the NOCN exams or the Cambridge exams or the Michigan exams, depending on what exams you're preparing your students for. So students produce a piece of writing, and then they go to ChatGPT and they ask ChatGPT to give them feedback based on the NOCN criteria. and they get instant feedback. And then hopefully they put the feedback away and they can change the text later in the light of the comments. And that's how they get better. Let's see how we can show our students how to do it, right? So this is what we tell ChatGPT. Hi, Mia. This is an informal letter written by a student for the NOCN for the B2 exams. Yeah. They are doing it anyway, Domna. They're doing it anyway. The point is for them to see on their own. They will want to get real feedback because they don't need to show that they're good, or they don't need to pretend that they're better to everybody else. So this is what you tell them. This is what I wrote. And you have the email. And you ask ChatGPT to give you feedback. Let's see what it can do. Let's go to ChatGPT. Here, yes. Okay. You paste it here. This is what I wrote. I want you to give me feedback based on the NOCN B2 criteria. Let's see. Notice how detailed the feedback is. Content and relevance, 4 out of 5. Organization, 3 out of 5. Grammar, sentence structure, 2 out of 5. Vocabulary, 3 out of 5. Spelling, punctuation, 2 out of 5. And with specific examples. That is, I have very much fun. It is very fun. The festival has very much games. The festival has many games. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. They have to type. Yes. We'll come to that, Sophia. We'll come to that in a minute. Okay. So it gives an overall mark. B2 level, low pass. Now, feedback for improvement. This is the important bit. So your students are happy because they get an idea of where they stand, but hopefully they will want to use the feedback to improve. Now look at this. This answers your question, Sophia. Feedback on improvement. Work on verb, tense, subject, verb agreement. Your students won't have any idea what this means. Improve vocabulary for using more specific words and phrases. How can I do this? Your students would not know how to do that. Try to organize ideas into clearer paragraphs. Too vague. This is where we come in. We want to give them specific guidance on how they can act on this feedback, right? But at the same time, this is very, very useful, right? Might encourage them to write more because they get feedback instantly. Here's another idea now. Your students cannot understand these things very well. But what they can understand is, I've made this mistake. This is wrong. This is correct. And this is something I can again show them how to do. Look at this. We tell ChatGPT, please rewrite my email, the email below, highlighting all the mistakes in bold and suggesting correct alternatives. And again, you give it an example. I wrote a test yesterday. No, I took a test yesterday. Okay, or I sat a test yesterday. Let's see. So you go to ChatGPT, and again, rewrite this, giving me the correct version. Let's see. Look at this. Now, this is something that your students can understand, and this is how they can learn. No, ChatGPT can find the NOCN criteria online. we don't need to give ChatGPT the criteria. Okay. No. I don't tell ChatGPT. ChatGPT can find the mistakes. No. Yeah. Look at this. How are you, my best cousin? I have to see you a long time ago. No, I haven't seen you in a long time. So students can see not just the correct version of the email. They can see the mistake and they can see the correct form. It have very much funny. No, it's so much fun. All right. It is on Athens. No, it's in Athens. The festival would be start next week. Starts next week. Yeah. If you come with me, if you could come with me, etc., etc. The expense paid by us, we will cover the expenses. Fantastic. Nikki, actually, most students will not write the email themselves. Okay, they will just ask ChatGPT to write the email. But we want to help them get better because in the exams, they know they cannot use ChatGPT. Okay, so they will try this at home because they don't lose face in front of the teacher or the classmates. They will try to write an email and they will ask to see exactly where they made mistakes. Very good. It's an excellent way for students to get better on their own. And then they still need us to guide them about how to make paragraphs and what we mean when we say subject, text, verb agreement, etc., etc. Okay, all right. So let's move on quickly. What about speaking now? I think, by the way, for writing, this is an excellent way for students to get feedback and improve, become more accurate. What about speaking now? Well, in speaking, we have those scenarios. Okay, this is taken from a B2 exam. You have this scenario. You're away with your friend. You would like to visit a museum. Your friend says they would rather go shopping. Explain why they would enjoy visiting the museum and persuade them to go with you. And we give them time to prepare the arguments. Okay, right, over to you now. I want you to wake up a bit. So you would like to visit a museum. Why? What would you say? Can you think of any reasons why visiting a museum might be a good idea? Over to you. Yes, that's good. We can learn something. Keep it simple. We can see beautiful piece of art. Okay, we can learn about, yeah, about history. Any other reasons? Yeah, learn the history of our areas. Doing something constructive with your time. Very good. Now, your friend says, curiosity, yeah, they would rather go shopping. Let's try and anticipate their arguments. Why would it be a good idea to go shopping? Can you think of any of the arguments your friend might use? It'd be fun, yeah? Look at clothes and things and stuff. Anything else? Big malls, stuff. Yeah, we can find cheap things. Big city. Museums are boring. Yeah. and any other reasons why shopping might be a good idea? Yeah. We can have fun window shopping. There are lots of shops. You can buy something, not just souvenirs. Okay. What kind of, imagine now that I'm a student, I want to practice. It's okay. I can do it at home on my own, of course. But what is there to make me push myself? We want our students to push themselves. So let me share another idea again, pitch from Russell Standard, Padlet. So what do you do with Padlet? I'm sure you all know Padlet. Padlet is a notice board. Okay, but this is a speaking activity. We don't want students to post a text there or a picture of something. We want them to post a recording because it is a virtual board. You can actually have recordings there. Let me show you how you can do this. Create a Padlet, go to post fields, go to attachments, unselect everything so they can only record themselves. Select audio. Create demo audio track. Yeah, Eleni, you're right. They need a partner to talk to. But this is a part where it's kind of when you are on your own, alone, doing monologues can help you. Okay, so let's see how we can use this. This is the scenario. So you copy this. And you go to Padlet. Padlet, where is it? Here it is. Padlet, yeah. Click here. You have created an account. Sure. You click where it says make. So I want to make a new Padlet. Blank board. I will choose the canvas. Okay. I don't like this background. I'll choose another background. Let me move some things here. First of all, you need to give it a title. And the title is Museum versus Shopping. Done. Whoops. Details. In the description, you paste the scenario. So students know what they have to do. So it's always best to have a demonstration. We're going to give them a demonstration. Now, this is the important bit. I don't want my students to write things or share pictures or whatever. So you click where it says engagement, post fields. Click where it says attachment. These are all the things that they can do. So you choose none. Now they can do nothing. Nothing at all. And you click on the audio recorder, which is the only thing you would like them to be able to use. Audio recorder only. Save. So the only thing they can do now is type in their name and record themselves. Let's see. I don't like the wallpaper. I'll change, make it simpler. This is better. Save. Okay. So this is what you do now. You double click here. You can type in your name and you record yourself. So this can do a monologue. Click where it says audio recorder. Okay, let's go. And you say your bit. You say why it's a great idea to go to the museum instead of going shopping. Okay, so I think it would be a great idea to visit the museum today. It's Sunday and I know it's free. We could go to the Acropolis Museum. You know, they have these amazing exhibits from the Acropolis. And we will be doing something constructive with our time. We won't be wasting our time. It's true, we could go shopping, of course. Think about it. It's Sunday, the shops are open, they're going to be crowded, pushing and shoving. And we're going to waste our money buying stuff that perhaps we don't need. Why not save the money? Go to the museum, save the money, and then you and I can go and have a pizza. Very good. Now, this is the important bit. It hasn't been published yet. Your students are going to listen to themselves because they know it's not just the teacher who's going to listen to it. They know it's going to be on the notice board and they don't want to lose face in front of their classmates, obviously. So they will listen to themselves. Okay, so I think it would be a great idea to visit the museum. And if they don't like it, they will discard and restart. They'll do it again and again. And that's how you get fluent. You save it, if you like it, and then you publish it. So now your students have a demo recording, so they know what they'll have to do. Very good. So much better than having students practice at home like that. Two advantages are, first of all, they will have to push themselves because they know their classmates will be able to listen to them. Second, they will be able to listen to what their classmates share on the notice board. So that's great as well because they get to compare their performance with that of the classmates. All right, it's another great activity, which I simply love. And by the way, you have the notice board, so you may choose to share it with parents. They ask you, how is my son or daughter doing? Well, you can show them. How do you get your students to record themselves here? You click where it says share, copy link to clipboard. That's it. And you send them the link. It's as easy as that. All right. Very, very quickly. Two more things, and that's it. What about reading now? Well, the NOCN offers some excellent texts, like this one, for example, which is a short biography of Tolkien. But the activities are testing activities, and your students might get fed up with multiple choice activities. Remember, what is good for testing may not be very good for teaching, right? Yeah, Sophie, it's an important thing to keep that in mind as well. You have a record of your students' progress, right? So what can we do then? Well, you choose a text, this one. You go to ChatGPT and you ask ChatGPT to prepare a short summary of the text, but to also include mistakes, which your students will have to spot. Very good. And that's the first task. Spot the differences between the summary and the text. Notice you get them to read two texts. And we need a second task as well. You can ask ChatGPT to generate some incomplete sentences. Much better than multiple choice questions. Let's do it. So you have the prompt. You can use the same prompt with all the texts, right? Look at this. Hi, Mia. Please generate a short summary for the passage below. Now you specify the number of words, the level. I also want you to change 5 things in the summary so they are factually wrong. Yes, that's interesting, Sophia. That's a very interesting, a jumbled up text. Yeah, ChatGPT can do that, but there is also another site where you can go and do this. And I hope to show you it in a future webinar, which is much simpler. Copy paste, and it jumbles up the whole paragraph. It's a very good task. So let's go to ChatGPT once again. So let's see if it can prepare a summary for us. And here it is. And this contains some mistakes. What mistakes? Oh, let's see. Here is one that I prepared earlier.
Okay, so one of
Yes. This is summary. Now, I want you to read the summary and make a note of all the pieces of information. They're very, very few. Like the year, the countries, he was born in Australia. When he was 6, his mother moved to Canada. He excelled in school, interested in history, Lord of the Rings 27, Hobbit, etc. First released in 2010. Okay. We'll come to it in another webinar. Okay. Yeah, that's an easy one. Now, if you show them the text now, they will be able to spot the differences immediately. What can we do here? You want to give your students a challenge. And for me, this is your prompter. So let me take the text, copy the text, and let me show you how you can use QPrompter. QPrompter is a fantastic tool. I use it every single day. It's great for helping your students improve the reading speed. Click here. This is QPrompter. You don't need to create an account or anything. It's free. And you type, you click enter 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Paste your text, start new prompter. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to press a play button. You're going to read the text quickly. And you can adjust the speed of the text. The text is going to come up from the bottom of the screen and it's going to disappear at the top. And you have to read it quickly. So it's very, very good. I use it all the time and my students have gotten very fast at reading. Are you ready? Okay. Let's see if you can spot the difference between this text and the summary you read earlier. I've set the speed to 3, but I can make it faster if you want to. Okay, I won't make it too difficult. Let's see. I love this tool. Ah, right. So it's South Africa, not Australia. That's one difference. one of the most useful tools for teachers. It's simply amazing. Ah, good. Okay. We'll come in a minute. Don't be hasty, Kyriakos. Very good. So you can use this with all kinds of activities. You can have a summary, you can have true false questions, you can have incomplete sentences. You should read the text and see if they can do the activity afterwards. Yes, if you want to, you can. It's up to you. Let's see. Here it is. What are the mistakes? So the first one is not Australia, it's South Africa. Over to you. What are the other mistakes? Yeah, the date 27. So what's the correct date then? Come on. We use 4, not 6. Very good. Have you, by the way, let me pause here. Have you been taking screenshots? Please take some screenshots and send them to me afterwards. Thank you. Okay, any other differences? When were the first films released? Was that 2010? Yeah, 2001. Okay. That's a difference. Yes. Some of you got distracted. So you get the idea. Now, what about, okay, this is your prompter. So what you do is you paste the text in here, but you need to press enter a few times, 11 times. Otherwise, the text, oops, is going to be here. So it's going to disappear immediately, right? Okay. Let's look now at the second task. We want our students to read the text twice, okay? And instead of having the multiple choice questions, you can have this one. Please generate, okay, we have the summary, okay? We can tell, hi Mia, please generate a sentence completion activity for the passage below. I want you to create 6 half sentences which students will have to complete. Let's see. So this is the prompt, and we give ChatGPT the text again. And you can save these handouts and use them with other classes as well. Save your work. ChatGPT, okay? Yes. Paste in the prompt and the text. Here it is. J.R.R. Tolkien was born in South Africa. Now, I did that earlier. And let's see if you can complete these sentences. Over to you. He was born in South Africa. After Tolkien's father died, his mother returned to. Okay, please feel free to type in the chat. Let's see, is there anything wrong with the chat? That's it. England, that's it. Okay, very good. Okay. Tolkien was not only a university teacher, but he was also, the next one. He was also what? Was he a writer? Okay. What about the number 5? It took Tolkien 12 years to complete what? Come on. Please feel free to type into the chat box. That's it. The Lord of the Rings. Okay, well done. The first film was made as a cartoon. Very good question, Catherine. I'm going to show you, okay, Catherine asked a very important question. Now, if it is a book, like a physical book like this one, you may have to type in the text yourself, or you may find the text online and copy it from there. But what if the text that you find online is a picture? You cannot copy the picture, but there are OCR piece of software online, free, optical character recognition piece of software. So you upload a picture of the page and they turn it into text. And I'm going to show you how this is done in one of the future webinars. Okay, the one on reading. Okay, this is a very, it's these little tools like these that we need. So Catherine's question was a very good one. Okay, very good. Okay, one last thing. This is the text. One last thing, and that's it for today. How are we doing in terms of that? Yeah, we'll be finished before 12 o'clock. Vocabulary. Let's go back to vocabulary. Now, we saw at the beginning how we can use ChatGPT and Quizlet to prepare cards. But what if I'm an advanced learner and I want to explore how certain words are used? Here is a text. It's about the griffin, again, from an advanced NOCN exam. Have a quick look at the text. Imagine you are an advanced learner. What words would you want to explore and learn more about and see how they are used and learn how to use? Over to you. For example, predators. Talons, okay. Intimidating is better. Okay. Predators, intimidating, because talons is very, very specific. Revere, very good. We want verbs, we want adjectives. Revere, okay. Ferocious, very good. Exactly. Yep, these are the words I would have chosen myself. Intimidating, predators. Your students might go for these, which are not that useful. Revere, dedication. So how can I learn these words? How can I explore? It's not enough to know their meaning. I can go to an online dictionary and see the meaning. That doesn't help me much. But what does help is if you see lots of examples of how this word is used. Yeah, well, in some cases it's not easy to, if it's beak and talons, yeah. But if it's a word like intimidating, then you may not be able to generate a good picture that will help you remember the word. But look at this fantastic tool, which is free. You don't need to create an account. It's called Youglish. So let me show you how it works. You visit this Youglish site, no accounts, nothing, it's free. You choose the word you want to focus on, say, for example, burnout. Search for each of the words in turn, and you click the red button and see how the words are used in context. Fantastic. So let me explain what happens here. So you go here, type in the word, and you click on the red button, and Youglish searches YouTube, and it finds all the examples of this word. Here there are 3,700 something, right? And when you press enter, it will take you to the first clip, and it will take you to the point in the clip exactly where the word appears. And you can see the transcript at the bottom. So you can see exactly how it is used, what words it goes with, how it is used grammatically in a sentence, and what kind of topics that people are talking about. Let's do it so you can see what it's like. Do you remember the words? Of course you do. Whoa, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, let's go to Youglish. Okay. This is Youglish. Forget about pronunciation. We don't care about pronunciation. Here, what was the first word? Oh, I know. Intimidating. You type in the word.
Performances. Working with a legend like Dad.
Working with a legend, blah, 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 is intimidating. Fantastic. How many examples do we have? Let's see, am I shooting? Yes. Okay. 4,957. And you can go back and forth.
Working with a legend like Daniel is intimidating, but he makes everyone better. You know, without him.
That's it. Next one. Next one.
He finds extroverts energizing, but a bit intimidating.
Despite our differences, we both
Next
had an
one.
ambition.
That being said, he is, I think, quite intimidating for many people. I've picked his self-portrait to show you on purpose because I think
Next
it does the
Options out there can be both really exciting and intimidating, but don't.
Fantastic or what? And research shows that if you see the same work in context about 16 times, you learn it. Let's try another word. It's fantastic indeed. Let's try the word ferocious. Okay.
Are higher and more ferocious than any I'd seen before.
1,000 examples.
I felt helpless.
The ferocious impact is thought to have been a factor in the
It is amazing,
extinction of
yeah.
the dinosaurs. We can think of asteroids as being
But she is in fact brutal, like that of a bear, wild, ferocious, and cruel.
That in spite of all this ferocious legislation,
So yeah, you can see it can be used in many different contexts. You can have a ferocious predator, you can have ferocious legislation, all kinds of things. Let's try the word revere.
Deprivation, and that far from needing to revere and admire those who denied us
Revere and
love,
admire.
we are in a position to
Next.
adventurer, you're
Okay, that's a
going with
name.
Paul Revere.
But it wasn't
Okay, name.
No sunrise collages to watch and revere. You turn rays of light to pink and teal.
But if you're not on the left, or even if you are and you revere the First Amendment,
Etc., etc., etc. Yeah, simply amazing. Yeah, so students, if they're exposed to a number of examples of these words being used in context, they're going to understand, how it is used, and in what context it is used, etc., etc. Okay, I don't want to tell you anymore. That's what I have to say for today. Let's see what we did today. Let's recap. We have looked at how we can use AI to help our students do better in the NOCN exam, or indeed in any exam. Now, let's see if you remember anything. What's the first thing we did? The first thing we looked at, if you remember, was listening. So what can we use with listening? Feel free to use the chat box. That's right, in video. We can use the software to prepare videos that go with the track. The second thing is we looked at vocabulary. What two tools can we use to prepare cards? That's right, ChatGPT and Quizlet, cards with the gapped sentences. The third thing we looked at was writing. And we saw how students can use what tool to get feedback? ChatGPT, to ask for feedback, detailed feedback, and corrections. And the next thing was reading. Now, speaking, we use Padlet to get students to produce a monologue. And then it was reading. What tool did we use for reading? That's right, QPrompter and ChatGPT to generate summaries or incomplete sentences. And finally, we use a fantastic Youglish to explore the meaning of words in context. Now, somebody might say, do I really need all these things? Do I need all these tools? Can I not be a great teacher without all this technology? And the answer is, of course, you can. I mean, I'm sure you were all good teachers before these things ever came to be. However, I still think we need these activities because none of us is getting any younger. And I recently came across this quote. You start as a professional with a full pot of enthusiasm and an empty pot of experience. The key is to feel the experience, the pot of experience, before you run out of enthusiasm. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, if you want the the slides and if you want the prompts, please send me an email. This is the email address. You can see it here. Thank you, guys. Let me show you again the link so you can get your certificates. I'll share it, chat. Here it is. Okay. Thank you, Pasaya. Thank you so much. Please tell all your friends. And remember, you can go on my Facebook wall and you can find out about this mini course that I was talking about, psychology and ALT. And I do hope you'll join me for the technology course. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Please tell all your friends about these webinars. The next one in 2 weeks' time. Thank you, guys. Here's the link again so you can get your certificate. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. No. You just click on this and you get it. If you want the slides, you have to send me an email, not on chat. You need to send me an email personally, right? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Certificate. Yeah. Let me show you the link again. This is the link for the certificate. And to get the slides, as I said, please send me an email and the prompts. Please remember to tell all your friends and to tell the NOCN people that you love these webinars. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Bye for now. Thank you, Helen. Goodbye, everyone. I hope to see you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye-bye.